pilot. Oh, look at that. There they go. Now, this does beg the question, if the Bentley is capable of 160, how long would you need to get there?
That's your product. And then I got into my car. I was like, I wonder how much it costs to make this Bentley that I'm driving.
A Bentley?
Yeah.
About 38 pence.
Right.
Because it's just...
That's your product. And then I got into my car. I was like, I wonder how much it costs to make this Bentley that I'm driving.
A Bentley?
Yeah.
About 38. It's just the Germans displaying their usual sense of humour. The Bentley, though, is typically British. It's much more serious. It's also exquisite stop, and it won't corner. Come on, Jerry! Whereas the Bentley will. Come on! Oh, yeah! To the casual observer, this looks like a 20s Bentley. A car that won Le Mans 4 times. A car a Tory Bugatti called... That is dramatic. 730 brake horsepower. That's more than any Bentley, it's more than any Ferrari, more than any Lamborghini even. Okay, and they say, and I'm quoting now, that it is, let's sort of get the quote right, unmistakably a Bentley. But if you look at it from the side, Petersburg, how representative is that? We've turned a Porsche into an ambulance, we've driven a Bentley up the side of an iron ore mine.
Exactly.
In Australia. To make the Bentley a racetrack screamer, it's been fitted with carbon ceramic super sports. And this is it. The fastest, most outlandish car Bentley has ever made. More sensible than ever. Well, we're starting sensibly anyway. With this, the Bentley Continental GT. It's not my cup of tea, if I'm honest. A lot shorter than that.
Yes, it's, for the money you spend on a basic Mondeo, you could buy an old Bentley, like I did. Don't.
Exactly. Don't go anywhere.
Or in bed. It's not something that hurts you every day. For that, you need a Bentley. Every time I go near this thing, it kicks me in the head and runs off with... But I am in my own Bentley. Right then, a Bentley for Mondeo money. Slower than you, and yes, I look like a failed porn star, but I am in my own Bentley. But that's still only the price of the most basic Mondeo. Unlike the Mondeo, though, the Bentley shouldn't depreciate. A Mondeo is a disposable Jag, for example. An old Porsche 911. There are quite a few old Porsche 911s in here. Look, you could even have a Bentley.
On that?
Yeah. He used to be quite funny. He used to come down to work, come on the set, and he'd come in and say his Bentley. And then a Ferrari would turn up, and then a great big motorbike.
It's the same engine they put in the Volkswagen Phaeton, which I've already driven at 200 miles an hour.
Exactly. They decided at Bentley, not enough girl stuff. Strap a couple of tires. Right, here's some stirring news for us, in that it's a very stirring car. The new Bentley Continental GT. That is a very, very big car indeed.
£127,000. That's £100,000 more than the Bentley. Now, listen, let's talk about cars.
Yes.
Where are you? You haven't still got that rubbish Bentley, have you?
It was great on a straight line, but couldn't go around corners. And
Ferrari on a dry track. And to be honest, it's not really a driver's car. I mean, neither is the Bentley. And this is really why I arrived at that conclusion. One sings baritone, one sings tenor. The interior of the Bentley is simple, classical, elegant.
You've done it again! You're supposed to be driving a Fisker and then a Bentley with a rock star. What?
Next week, James is reviewing a thing.
Soon, the famous Geordie Hat model wanted his Bentley back. But before we parted, I offered to show him what AC and DC... This is a 1928 Le Mans body, 4.5-litre Bentley. Brian really does use this every day. He uses it to go down the...
Have you crashed the Bentley Turbo?
I bet they got to the day and thought, no, I can't.
No, the Bentley Turbo went through the concrete block, through the back wall. Goodbye. Yeah, you've got a Bentley Turbo. A Bentley Turbo. Do you know, I bet they haven't crashed one of those. Have you got a Bentley Turbo? A Bentley Turbo. Do you know, I bet they haven't crashed one of those. Have you crashed a Bentley Turbo?
I bet they got to the day and thought, no, I can't.
No, the Bentley...
765 pound-feet of torque. That's more than one of those super sport Bentley Continentals. I also have this...
Rather than any of that, you can grow old gracefully and in comfort in the Bentley, which is a great place to be. It's got quilted leather in there.
OK, I'm at the precise age when I'm growing out of the Nissan and into the Bentley. That's the problem I've got.
And that is why you should have this. It's a Nissan, and when you strip everything off this Nissan, you find underneath a racing car. When you strip all the stuff off of that Bentley, underneath it is a VW. £6,000 more expensive than this.
Yes, because that's a Nissan. That's a Bentley.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Nissan, and when you strip everything off, it's better than it smelling of Ryan Giggs' bathwater.
Mate, it's a Bentley. Think what that means.
I'll tell you what it means, Hammond. It means
You must now decide which of these cars is the best.
Well, I'm not backing down. It's the Bentley.
I'm not backing down. It is this Nissan.
Jay, the amazing thing, the cars survived it. Nothing broke, all three.
It's fantastic. And if Nissan, well, actually, or Bentley or BMW, if they made a laptop...
Your Datsun. Meanwhile, back in the Bentley. And more to the point, how did our cars do that?
To be in this Bentley, hammering up that hill, you're asking a lot of... We started this. I liked all three cars. I still do. But my conviction that the Bentley is the best is now absolute. I just...
Highway code, 2.5-ton Bentley.
I'll regret that.
There you go.
I elected to go next in the Grand Coupe, which, unlike Hammond's Bentley, didn't have carbon ceramic brakes.
I'm going to mark it here, look. B for Bentley. On the little wings.
There you go.
May and I are standing.
Ah, yes, but the thing is, when the highway code was written, cars were small and light. That Bentley weighs 2.5 tons?
Yeah, 2.5 tons. That is moving towards us, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you read last week about that one that ate a Bentley whole, complete with the man in it?
Yeah, but it spat the Bentley out.
I've got the Datsun! That Bentley is unbelievably fast. But I'm going to get him.
Come on, Bentley, come on, come on.
Like, we've established, I think the Nissan just wins it over 16 metres, followed by the Bentley. BMW are rather poor third.
Yes.
More quickly than a Nissan GTR. That's just one of those facts. It's probably in the Bible somewhere.
Right, not a lot to do in the Bentley before we do this. Lower the ride height. Overnight?
It was.
We all must have woken up
I hate the Bentley
independently.
Continental. I hate the Bentley Continental. I hate the Bentley Continental. God, I love the Bentley Continental. I don't understand that.
Couple more things about that Bentley. You see, you said there it was like a slab of old England.
Yes.
But Bentley is owned by VW.
Yeah.
That car was styled by a Belgian, and it was engineered...
What you're saying is, I'm not that interested in driving.
It's showing off.
It's showing off. Speaking of which, the Bentley Continental. Now, what happened there?
Couple more things about that Bentley. You see, you said there it was like a slab of old England.
Yes.
But Bentley is owned by VW.
Yeah.
That car...
Isn't little head's gonna come off? Happily, however, there's now a solution. It's this, it's the Bentley Brooklands, and theoretically, it's the perfect super coupe.
The Merc, definitely. I know that the late James May preferred the Rolls-Royce. He made that very clear. And as the Bentley is plainly rubbish, I think you have the casting vote.
A swarm of robots, about 9 hours to make a small hatchback like this. With the Bentley, though, things are a bit different. If you're caught by the police and you spend the next 40 years in
You get the
jail...
wrong car and you know what to blame. The Bentley might suddenly come good.
No, it won't.
I turned my attention back to the Mulsanne. I don't know that this new Bentley is going to catch on with Bentley. Continuing to do that!
What kind of drag race is that?
Now, come on, Bentley, come on, we have the advantage.
Give me a gift.
Yes, yes. The Bentley is running well. It had been a long and tiring day on the road.
It's nice in the Rolls Royce.
But then my nice time was ruined by news from the Bentley.
Oh no, the Mulsanne is overheating. Go, go. Oh my God. What worries me is the Bentley is 2.8 tons. It's the heaviest by far. The bumper's in deep trouble here.
Yeah.
Right, let's drive it back, hang on.
That is wedged.
That's sad to see a Bentley treated in such a...
In the Mulsanne, however, I must say I am terribly disappointed by the Bentley. It is the most expensive... Oh, God, Struth!
Go.
Yes, but in a number of critical ways, it's exactly the same as the new Bentley Mulsanne. Listen to this.
There you go.
That's the same sort of...
The most powerful saloon car in the world.
And this is where the Bentley Mulsanne should be. But just a few days before we were due to come... is where the Bentley Mulsanne should be. But just a few days before we were due to come out here, Bentley decided not to take part in the film. So